Do you ever feel like you're on the verge of something amazing? Deep down, you know God has something incredible in store for you. You can sense it, a breakthrough, a shift, a blessing so big it changes everything. The truth is, God has extraordinary blessings in store for each of us. He promises to bless us beyond our wildest dreams. But are you ready? Imagine a farmer praying for rain, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of dark clouds. His heart is heavy with worry, yet filled with hope. He knows that rain is essential for his crops to grow, for his livelihood to thrive, and for his family to be sustained. The dry, cracked earth beneath his feet is a constant reminder of the urgency of his prayers. Desperate for his parched fields to bloom again, he waits day after day for the heavens to open up. The sun beats down relentlessly, and the once fertile soil now lies barren and lifeless. Each day without rain feels like an eternity, and the farmer's hope begins to wane. Yet he knows that giving up is not an option. But what if, when the rain finally comes, he hasn't prepared? What if, in his waiting, he neglected the necessary preparations to ensure that his fields could fully benefit from the long-awaited rain? The rain, though a blessing, would be wasted if the fields are not ready to receive it. What if his tools are rusty, his barn is full, and he has no space to receive the harvest? The farmer's neglect would turn a blessing into a missed opportunity. The tools that once helped him cultivate the land now lie forgotten, covered in rust and dust. The barn, meant to store the bounty of his labor, is cluttered and disorganized, leaving no room for the new harvest. We too must prepare for the blessings in our lives. Just as the farmer must ready his fields, we must ready our hearts, minds, and environments. Preparation is not just about waiting, it's about actively making space for the good things we hope to receive. It's about being proactive and intentional in our actions. This means getting our spiritual and physical houses in order. It involves decluttering our lives both internally and externally. We need to create an environment that is conducive to growth and positivity. This might mean cleaning and organizing our living spaces, or it could mean addressing the emotional and mental clutter that holds us back. Spiritually, we prepare through prayer, reading the Word, and seeking a deeper connection with our faith. Prayer is our way of communicating with the divine, expressing our hopes, fears, and gratitude. Reading the Word provides us with wisdom, guidance, and strength. Surrounding ourselves with a community of faith helps us stay grounded and supported. And surrounding ourselves with positive influences. The people we choose to spend our time with can have a profound impact on our mindset and outlook. Positive influences uplift us, encourage us, and help us stay focused on our goals. They remind us of our worth and potential, and they inspire us to be our best selves. Just as a farmer tends to his land, we need to cultivate a heart that is fertile and ready to receive. This means nurturing our inner selves, planting seeds of positivity, and tending to our emotional and spiritual well-being. We must be diligent in our efforts, knowing that the harvest we seek requires consistent care and attention. This means clearing out the weeds of doubt, negativity, and unforgiveness. These are the things that can choke our growth and prevent us from fully receiving the blessings that come our way. By addressing these issues head-on, we create a space where positivity and growth can flourish. Physically, preparation might mean getting our finances in order, improving our health, or strengthening our relationships. Financial stability allows us to take advantage of opportunities without the burden of debt or financial stress. Good health gives us the energy and vitality to pursue our dreams. Strong relationships provide us with a support system that encourages and uplifts us. It's about making wise choices today that will allow us to fully embrace the blessings of tomorrow. Every small step we take towards preparation is an investment in our future. Whether it's choosing to eat healthier, setting aside time for family, or making a financial plan, these actions set the stage for a more abundant and fulfilling life. Remember, God works through the practical as well as the spiritual. Our efforts to prepare are not in vain. They are part of a larger plan. By aligning our actions with our faith, we open ourselves up to the full spectrum of blessings that life has to offer. So let us prepare our fields, both literal and metaphorical, for the rain that is sure to come. We live in a world of instant gratification. Everywhere we look, there's a push for speed and efficiency. From fast food restaurants to online shopping, we are constantly surrounded by the promise of getting what we want, when we want it. This culture of immediacy has conditioned us to expect quick results in every aspect of our lives. But God's timing is rarely our own. While we may want things to happen right away, God operates on a different schedule. His timing is perfect, even if it doesn't align with our own desires or expectations. It's important to remember that His perspective is far greater than ours. He sees the bigger picture. While we are focused on the here and now, God sees the entirety of our lives. He knows what lies ahead and what we need to go through to be prepared for the blessings He has in store for us. Sometimes what we perceive as delays are actually divine preparations. He knows the exact moment when we are ready to receive His blessings. Just like a farmer waits for the right season to harvest crops, God waits for the perfect time to bless us. He understands our journey and knows when we are truly ready to handle the gifts He wants to give us. During the waiting period, it's easy to get discouraged, to question, to wonder if He's forgotten. We might feel isolated or abandoned, especially when we see others receiving their blessings. But it's crucial to remember that waiting is a part of the process. It's a time for growth, reflection, and preparation. But this is where trust comes in. Trust is not just a passive state of waiting. It's an active choice to believe in God's goodness and faithfulness. It's about holding on to His promises, even when circumstances seem to contradict them. Trusting in His timing means surrendering our own timelines and embracing His. Trust that God is working behind the scenes even when you can't see it. Just like a gardener tends to plants out of sight or a construction crew builds the foundation of a building, God is orchestrating events in our lives that we may not be aware of. His work is often hidden, but it's always purposeful. Trust that His delays are not denials. What may seem like a setback is often a setup for something greater. God's delays are a part of His divine plan, designed to bring us closer to Him and to prepare us for the blessings ahead. It's about learning patience and developing a deeper faith. Trust that He has a plan, and it's unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't feel like it. Life is like a puzzle, and each piece fits together in God's perfect timing. We may not understand how all the pieces come together, but we can trust that He does. His plan is always for our good, even when we can't see the full picture. Your season of breakthrough is coming. Just as night turns into day and winter gives way to spring, your time of waiting will eventually lead to a season of joy and fulfillment. Trust in His timing, and you will see the fruits of your patience and faith. The best is yet to come. Sometimes the blessings God has planned require us to break free from our self-imposed limitations. These limitations can be deeply ingrained, often stemming from past experiences, societal expectations, or even our own fears. They act like invisible chains, holding us back from reaching our true potential. But the moment we decide to challenge these boundaries, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We may have limiting beliefs about ourselves, our abilities, or what we deserve. These beliefs can manifest in various ways, such as self-doubt, fear of failure, or a lack of confidence. They can make us question our worth and capabilities, leading us to settle for less than we deserve. It's crucial to recognize these limiting beliefs and understand that they are not a reflection of our true potential. We may be holding on to fear, doubt, or past hurts. These emotions can be powerful and overwhelming, often clouding our judgment and preventing us from seeing the opportunities that lie ahead. It's important to acknowledge these feelings and work through them, rather than letting them control our lives. By doing so, we can begin to heal and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. God's blessings have the power to transform us, to take us from where we are to where He wants us to be. This transformation is not always easy, and it often requires us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace change. But with faith and perseverance, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve the greatness that God has in store for us. But we have to be willing to let go of the old to make room for the new. This means releasing old habits, negative thoughts, and anything else that no longer serves us. It can be a difficult process, but it's necessary for growth and progress. By letting go of the past, we create space for new opportunities and experiences to enter our lives. We have to be willing to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. This can be intimidating, but it's also where the magic happens. When we take risks and venture into uncharted territory, we discover new strengths and abilities within ourselves. We learn, we grow, and we become the best versions of ourselves. So take that leap of faith, trust in God's plan, and break the limits that are holding you back. Section 5. Beyond imagination. The Bible tells us that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. This means the blessings He has in store for us are beyond our wildest imaginations. They are not limited by our past experiences, our current circumstances, or our perceived limitations. God wants to bless us in ways that will leave us speechless, in awe of His goodness and grace. He wants to bless us so abundantly that our lives become a testament to His power and love. Section 6. A grateful heart. One of the most important ways to prepare for God's blessings is to cultivate a grateful heart. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. It helps us to see the good in our lives, even in the midst of challenges. When we are grateful, we are acknowledging God's goodness and faithfulness. We are opening our hearts to receive more of His blessings. Section 7. Faith is the key. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In other words, faith is what allows us to believe in and receive God's blessings, even when we can't see them yet. Faith is not passive. It's an active trust in God's promises. It's about taking steps of obedience, even when we don't fully understand. Section 8. An outpouring of blessings. When we prepare our hearts and minds, amazing things begin to happen. Doors that were once closed swing open. Opportunities present themselves. Relationships are healed. Finances improve. Health is restored. This is the outpouring of God's blessings in our lives. These blessings are not just for us to hoard, but to share. They are meant to overflow into the lives of others, to be a source of encouragement and inspiration. When we are blessed, we are called to be a blessing. Section 9. A cycle of blessings. As we experience God's blessings, our faith grows stronger. We are filled with gratitude and a desire to bless others. This creates a beautiful cycle of blessings flowing from God to us, and then outward to the world. So, keep your heart open, your spirit prepared, and your faith strong.